Welcome to episode 72 of the Family Geekery Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Danny.
And today we're going to be talking about our favorite building toys.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Like toys that build things. Or things you build with. I guess building toys could be defined either way. But yeah, before that, we got to go into our Geeky Weeks. So who's got something for Geeky Weeks?
Well, I went to Halloween. I went to Halloween Haunt last
Can
night.
we start that over? Because you went from not knowing where you went to like bragging about it. Well, I went to Halloween Haunt.
No, that's exactly how it should be.
Like, whoop-de-doo. So did the other 74,000 people there.
Oh,
Are there
okay.
74,000 people who go to that place?
I just randomly make up numbers.
Oh, okay.
402% of the numbers I say are made up.
Well, okay.
All right, so you went to Halloween Haunt.
I went to Halloween Haunt.
Good.
Now you don't even care that you went to Halloween Haunt.
And what did you do there?
I rode some rides, ate a pretzel, and went through a haunted house.
Nice.
Which one did you go through?
Fear.
Ooh, I did that one too.
Which one's that one? That's not one I've done yet, right?
It's in Snoopy Land.
Oh, is it cute or is it spooky?
No.
It's kind of like future, like techno horror. Almost like a Saw villain in it.
Is it meant for children?
No.
Oh, okay. Why is it in Snoopy Land then?
Because they've got a building there. I'm not sure what that building usually is, but they've got a show building there that they put it inside. It's right next to the Sweet Frog.
What about the Snoopy bathrooms? We talk about the Tangled bathrooms at Magic Kingdom, but everyone knows it's all about the Snoopy bathrooms.
I don't think I've ever used them.
They're usually empty. Besides like a mom changing her little kid diaper, but
Disney bathrooms are a lot.
Kid diaper butt.
This is the bathroom episode.
We should talk about bathrooms because Kings Dominion's bathrooms need to step up their game because those are nasty.
They're just nasty.
Anyways, there goes our sponsorship.
You gotta know which ones to use. And
not
by that
the front
I mean don't use
ones.
the ones where there are people around.
Never use the front entrance ones. Jungle Expedition. That's my favorite.
What is that?
The bathrooms at Jungle Expedition.
At King's Dominion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over by Tumbili.
I don't know if I've used those.
I rode Tumbili again. It was amazing.
Nice. I did not go to King's Dominion.
I did.
Cool.
Yeah, I saw Danny there last night. I did 3 haunt mazes.
Nice.
So I think I've got all of them done now.
Nice.
Yep. And rode 1 ride.
Which one?
Reptilian.
Oh, that's right.
It was like 0 wait. So the key is you go at 11 o'clock and there's no waiting.
But what time do they close?
12 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
All the moms that bring their kids, that the other moms judge those moms for bringing their kids, all of them go home around like 10:30.
Because the kids have to go to school the next day.
Yeah, that's probably why. If they're good parents, at least. But yeah, it thins out a lot right around 11 o'clock. Then you're just left with the crazy kids, crazy teenagers. Yeah, we had fun there. Had some hot cocoa. Had some nasty coffee. It tastes like, could you imagine like someone that doesn't understand how coffee works brewing coffee and then not knowing that they have to change the filter and add more grounds in it and just brewing it and brewing it and brewing it and it getting weaker and weaker each time?
Ew.
That's what it tastes like. It tastes like I was the 9 p.m. version of some teenager not knowing you're supposed to put more coffee in the filter.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Stick to the hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa wasn't bad. It was basically just a Swiss Miss packet that they stirred into a cup. And nothing wrong with that.
Swiss Miss is the best. Swiss Miss, please sponsor us. You're the only hot chocolate that I drink. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. What about you, Amber? You have any Geeky Week stuff?
Yeah, I started playing this new app on my phone called Lonely Survivor. It's, one of those ripoffs of Vampire Survivors. And it's okay. It's got those that AFK, XP gain type system to it, and open chests and unlock equipment and upgrade the equipment with money and tickets and all that stuff that makes people not want to play the game, because it's impossible to progress after a few levels. But I don't know. I've stuck with it for a little while, and it's it's a good time killer. It's what I like about it is the rounds don't last as long as Vampire Survivor, so it's a little bit quicker.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I think that's about it that I've done recently.
Nice. And I had a busy week, so I didn't get to do a whole lot, but I did, like I said, get to go to King's Dominion last night. So no real new games playing. I do have to finish up Shadow of the Colossus. Still got a couple more Colossi to finish, so I said last week or the week before that I'd report back, but I'll have to report back later.
Oof.
So I wasn't even here last week for the podcast, was I?
Nope. And then we slacked off the week before.
Yeah. But we're back now. All three of us. Back in action. So let's get right into our topic of our favorite building toys.
Building toys.
So I'm going to start off with the most basic building toy.
Sticks.
Yeah. Sticks. Sticks and rocks.
Every child loves going outside and playing sticks and rocks, just like the caveman ancestors.
When I was a little boy, I used to punch trees until little blocks of wood came out.
Hey, it's better than playing with dried poopy, just like some people did.
Okay. The OG building toy.
That's what many indigenous people and people on the Oregon Trail did. They played with little animal poop.
That's why they die of dysentery. No, but what I'm talking about is, I guess, a more civilized version of that, because it's actually made out of wood and not out of poop.
Darn.
And that's the old building blocks, right? So.
Oh, like the literal blocks?
Yeah, not the perfect cube ones, but there was
the arches. And
the arches, circles, triangles. So I had a set of those, and when I was young, and they were multicolored, like primary colors, I think, and they were sanded, so they were nice. They weren't just rough blocks. But my mom was a very organized person, and organized my toys so that when I pulled, everything was in these little green buckets, and if I pulled a green bucket off the shelf, I could play with whatever was in there, but I'd have to clean that back up and put it back on the shelf before I could play with something else. Adult version of Chris, not so organized. needs a little more oversight, I think.
We need Nana to come back and help you out a little bit.
But I had a green tub full of these, and I'd pull them out and either play with them in the living room or in the bedroom or something. And, basic shapes, rectangles, triangles, that kind of stuff. And you could build a fort, you could build a castle, or you just kind of put some blocks in a row. And then I'd use my either Hot Wheels or my Stomper vehicles, which were the 4x4 vehicles I think we talked about in the toys that we grew up with episode years ago. And yeah, I'd run the cars over them and make little tracks for them out of blocks. So it doesn't get much more basic than that, other than fecal matter.
Nice.
All right, so since I started off with something real old, who wants to go next?
Well, what's the next oldest thing? What's older? Is Lincoln Logs older or is Lego older?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would say Lincoln Logs.
Probably, because they're made out of wood and poop.
I don't think they're made out of poop.
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, exactly. Danny gets it.
Here's a little trivia question for you.
Okay.
Do you know who came up with Lincoln Logs?
Abraham Lincoln.
They would definitely be older than Legos then. Old Abe didn't have any Legos. No, but it was a guy named John Lloyd Wright.
Yo, like the plane?
Like the Wright brothers?
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Like Frank Lloyd Wright's son.
Who's Frank Lloyd Wright?
A very famous architect.
Oh, did he make the what's the one in New York City? The like
Yes.
Guggenberg.
The Guggenheim?
Yes, that one. Is that
I think
him?
so. Yeah, he's done a lot of very famous buildings, but his son came up with this. I think they were at a toy show somewhere overseas, and he decided, I think they were looking at a house that his dad had created, and it inspired him to make these log-like things, the interlocking logs. And they brought it back home and developed it and marketed it, and they're still for sale today.
Nice. Do you still have that box of them in the back of the car? Or is that in the back of my car?
I think it's in the back of your car.
I think they might still be there then. Anyways, yes, we all played with Lincoln Logs.
Do you like Lincoln Logs?
I remember we played with them a lot, but from what I remember, Danny and I weren't good at building with them, so we always asked you to make something for us so that we could play with it afterwards.
Yes.
Well, Lincoln Logs are cool because, like, if you look at it, it's exactly the way that real log cabins are built, by notching, the ends of the logs so that they would interconnect at 90-degree angles.
Yeah.
So if you get good at Lincoln Logs, like, you could do well in a zombie apocalypse. All you need is a hatchet or an axe.
Well, then we
were not good.
We're not good.
Study up.
I made a square, maybe a rectangle.
Sometimes we would do a 2 different size square in one building if we were feeling fancy.
Yeah. Or even an L-shaped building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you're confined by the roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the newer ones have the plastic roofs that are predetermined on how they're going to set up. And some of the older ones just had like rafters, and then you would lay planks across to make the roofs. So
yeah, that's what I did.
I remember we would use our, like, I don't know if they were like Fisher Price dolls or our little like
plastic family dolls.
And like other random stuff that was like, smaller than a Barbie,
Polly Pockets.
Yeah, stuff like that. We would always play with the Lincoln Log houses because they were like the perfect size.
Yeah.
No, we had our own Littlest Pet Shop houses for our Littlest Pet Shop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we would find them at garage sales.
Yeah, mostly.
We'd buy like the name brand ones from the garage sales, but then we'd find the generic ones, which were exactly the same, just like weird colors.
Yeah.
Remember
those
JR?
weren't Lincoln Logs?
Like the JR outlet store that we'd go to on the way back from Florida or something. They had like janky logs.
Oh. I thought the rainbow one was just a special pack we got.
Yeah, special because I'm cheap.
My houses
not organized.
would have rainbow colored roofs because that's the only flat pieces we had.
Yeah.
We also had those like long green weird slabs.
We had some really long ones. I don't know what we were ever supposed to do with the really long ones.
I don't know.
Big house.
But we would also have like the instruction manual, which would have like the pre-built houses that you could follow, but then we wouldn't have enough pieces, so I couldn't follow the tutorial. How to.
I didn't know there were books. Makes sense.
I think we had like a fort.
Yeah, we had a fort piece. I remember we used that one a lot because the dolls could like sit down on the fort.
Yeah.
We probably called it like a hot tub or something.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, gotta love Lincoln Logs. Been around forever. Still fun today.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some in the back of my car. I can play with them whenever I want to.
Those were purchased from Goodwill.
Nice.
I was borrowing your car for some reason. My car was full.
Your car was full of other secondhand toys.
That's right. All right, so what's up next?
Well, speaking of secondhand toys, we have a bunch of these secondhand. What would those be, Danny?
Legos.
Lego bricks. Oh, I remembered something. I started watching a new show.
We're past that.
No, but it ties together. I was like, man, I thought I had something Lego related that I should talk about for my geeky weeks, and I do. I started watching the show Lego Masters. It's on Hulu, but I think also on Fox, and they're on season 4 right now. But it's like a bunch of people who are just insane Lego builders. It's crazy. Like they like come up with a design in their head. It's like pairs of two, so like a husband and wife or like best friends or something, and they have to like build something for a challenge, and then the worst one gets eliminated.
So it's like Cake Boss?
Sure.
Or what was that? Cake.
It's like any other
competition
show, but it's with Lego.
That's cool.
And it's pretty cool. The second episode had little kittens in it, Danny. They had to build little houses for little kittens. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
I think Lego would be the answer that anybody would say if you said, what's your favorite building toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so awesome.
No, I like Mega Bricks. Mega Blocks.
Let me tell you a little story. You know, obviously we've got a lot of Legos, right?
Right.
I had a lot of Legos growing up. We got a lot
Mom
of Legos
tries to get
now.
rid of our Legos.
But when I think of Legos, there's one memory that just comes back, and that is I had a babysitter when I was real young that I would go over to their house and they would watch me after school or something, and they had Legos because I think this family had younger kids or older kids than me, but they had some Legos left around the house. And, you know, back in this would be the 70s, so I'm really dating myself. A lot of space Legos, you know, spaceships and rocket ships and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember building monorails out of these Legos. and I would take a yardstick. You know what a yardstick is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Bob the Builder had a yardstick, maybe. So I'd take a yardstick and I'd put it like from the couch to the table. And then you could make Legos that were exactly the right size to have like a little overhang over both sides of that yardstick. So you could actually push push the little monorail that you're making across the yardstick. And then I'd take another yardstick and go from the table to a chair, and then from the chair to another chair.
Who has multiple yardsticks in their house?
I don't know, but I remember lots of yardsticks at this house. Like, I'm not sure why. Most people have one. But these
I've
people
only
had
seen them in classrooms.
These people had about a dozen. And I would string this thing from their living room over to their dining room and have my monorail, go from room to room.
So you're like 5 years old just building a monorail in someone else's house?
Yep.
Should have been an architect.
I don't know where they were.
Why are you not an engineer?
I don't know. I'm too lazy. That involves like school and stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. That's why I grew up to be a podcaster. But yeah, so that's like early memory of Legos, and that's just, the epitome of just taking something that you're supposed to build a rocket ship out of, and then just building something completely different out of it, and having just as much fun.
Nice.
So what are your early memories of Legos? Like, what brings you joy in the world of Lego?
I remember we had a bunch of minifigs because we loved the like minifig mystery packs. That's probably where my love of mystery packs came from, was from minifigs. But then from like all the other sets we had, and of course like the massive buckets we would buy for $5 would have like 5 minifigs in them or something. But I remember one time we like took one of the biggest like base plates and just covered it with all of our minifigs and then just like had that out for a long time. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, why do we have this many? What are we gonna do with this?
It was like if you went to a Comic-Con and it was one of the Lego vendors. It's like if you took one of those. That's what we made.
Yep. Love the minifigs.
But like I remember it was this one particular set that I really wanted and then I finally got for my birthday or Christmas or something. It was one of the like 3-in-1 houses, and it was the like beach house one, I think.
Oh yeah.
And I remember I really wanted that one, and it was so cool when I finally got it. And those are cool because you can like put it together and then take it apart and put it together a different way. But it was just so cool having that set, like after like seeing it advertised so much. I think that's like my favorite Lego set of all time.
Nice.
I feel like I have a memory of destroying a Lego set of yours because I was mad at you.
Probably. You also deleted my Animal Crossing house.
Okay. Anyways.
We've covered that.
Anyways. I was big. I liked regular Legos, but there's a time in my life where I was a big Lego Friends gal.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the Lego Friends. Their sets were cool, and I liked, I don't know if you call them minifigs or not, but they were different, and I liked them. But I wasn't really good at free building random stuff like Dad was. Funny enough, I am an artist, but I did not build things on my own. I remember I would make like a house on a base plate, but I would just map out like the rooms.
Yeah, we did a lot of floor plans.
Yeah, floor plans, and then just put like a little bed in there.
I think our problem was we didn't have like enough of any one color to build like a full house unless it came from a set. So we had a lot of rainbow houses going on, which are pretty cool. But
we definitely don't have enough white or yellow because you took all them to make something for yourself.
I was gonna say, yeah, I do have a pencil, like what do you call those things?
Pencil holder.
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
I built a pencil holder when I was like, I don't know, like 7 years old, and it's still somewhere. I think it's on my bedside table at home. Yeah. But that was nice. That was like the first thing I remember building like by myself with your help, and you were like, make sure you overlap the pieces so that they're extra strong.
Got to make it structurally sound.
Yeah, to hold all my pencils.
You never know when a rogue monorail is going to come through the room and hit it.
I made a Lego Supreme Court for a AP government assignment, but right after that assignment I turned in, COVID happened, so half of our minifigures were sitting in a classroom for about a year until I could pick them up.
I remember I also used Lego for a school project. This was 5th grade, and I had to do a shoebox model of an Inuit tribe because back in the day we learned about those things, and I'm not sure if any of that is accurate now. But I but I remember there was a mystery minifig set at the time that was like a person with like a fishing rod and like, you know, snowsuit, whatever, typical Inuit looking person. And I was like, we were in the Toys R Us, I think it was Mom and I, and we were like searching for like poking at the bags for the fishing rod for all that, because I was like, I need these specific minifigs for my project. And then I think around that same time it was your birthday, and I just used the extra ones that we got that weren't the correct ones to put on your birthday cake.
That's cool. Right. I remember that.
Yeah. So I think you were out of town or something. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure.
I remember helping you with that diorama.
Oh, okay. We
had to get you like a woolly mammoth or something at Michael's.
Yeah, we got one of those tubes of animals.
Tubes of animals.
Those are the best things.
They're so expensive now.
The solo ones have always been really expensive.
No, the tubes of them.
The tubes are expensive now?
Yeah.
Dang.
They're like $12 and you get like 5 safari animals.
Dang. I'm certain we used a coupon.
Not in my day. Yeah, we always use a Michael's coupon.
Yeah. Make us stand in line by ourselves at 10 years old to use the coupon.
Here's $10 cash. Go in the next line.
I'm just raising you how I was raised.
Anyways.
All right. So does that
Michael's,
cover?
Please sponsor us.
So does that cover the Legos?
No.
No? What else you got?
Lego Ninjago. Best thing ever.
Ninjago?
Yeah. They had the TV show. They had the toys. They had a video game. Man. All that lore. Lloyd. It's even a TikTok meme.
That ended up being a lot more popular than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. But that was like one of the first like big themed things that Lego did, right? Because like they had, I just saw a TikTok about this. It was Star Wars was their first licensed thing, and it was like the 90s, and it did really badly at first, but then it ended up like saving them later on because everybody loved the Star Wars Legos. But But now there's like Lego everything. Lego Lord of the Rings.
Lego
Lego
Minecraft?
Harry Potter. Oh my god, and the video games? Don't even get me started on the video games.
We'll have to dedicate a whole episode just to Lego video games.
Right?
True.
We'll have to play the new Star Wars one. There's so much to talk about with Legos. It's a piece of history. It's a piece of life.
It's a lot of little pieces.
It's a piece of culture.
It's a piece of plastic.
But it's more than that.
What? Is this a commercial?
It's like how a documentary starts. Our journey begins. Our journey begins.
In Denmark. With one piece of plastic. One tiny little square with little nipples on it. So you can shove those nipples into another little square.
They're called studs.
Anyways, I like the Lego store because the cheapest thing you can get is 3 minifigs for $9.99 and you can customize them. Except all of the customizable things are the same accessories multiplied. But if you're lucky.
I remember you made Penny one time. You made our cat.
I did.
She looked so weird.
She was holding a chicken.
Oh, Penny loves chicken. Yeah, Lego sets are so expensive now. But it's really cool how they have like literal art pieces now. Like you can build a Lego Starry Night or like the Great Wave or whatever. And it's cool that like they can be toys, but they've also leaned into the fact that millennials and adults really like Lego also, and they have, well, I don't know if millennials have houses that they can furnish, but
what?
If they did have money to buy houses, then they would buy Lego to decorate. I don't know where I'm going. It's cool that they have, options.
Cool. So, what's our next building toy?
Connects.
Did you guys have Connects?
We had the Connects roller coaster.
The Connects roller coaster. You remember that?
I do.
And then I had a car. I think you made it, but it survived for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That roller coaster
was it not actually Connects?
No, it was. Took your mom and I like all day Christmas after you guys opened it to build that thing. Like a million pieces.
Wait, we didn't help you?
Well, we were like 7 and 4.
Yeah, no, there was no chance you guys were going to make it.
Wait, so what's the point of buying it for your kid if they can't make it?
I have no idea. I think maybe I wanted it.
You I remember loving watching it go.
I mean, you get to play with it once it was built.
Yeah.
It was just way too complex to build at your age. But you guys got to destroy it, so that's half the fun.
It was fun, though.
And then I'd have to rebuild it.
Yeah, we had it out for like a long time, and then we probably had to put it away so that it wasn't messy.
Oh.
Now, do you guys remember another building toy?
I remember one.
That was...
Wait, don't steal my thunder.
Okay.
The marbles with the tubes?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I love those.
Okay.
Not stealing that thunder.
Cool.
So they interlocked like Legos, but they were bigger. And
Duplo.
they weren't Duplo. I thought they were made by Connects, but I searched for a little over an hour tonight before recording to try to find any sign of these things, and I couldn't find them.
Are you talking like the foam ones?
Mandela effect.
No, they were plastic, hard plastic, but they were bigger. And I think they came in a tub, and the tub had like the studs on the top of the lid, so you could actually build them on top of there.
I remember this, but I thought that was just Lego.
I thought that was Lego.
And if you attach them together, instead of being like studs and holes, it was like the rim of the square was inset just a little bit, and the other square would snap onto it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Are you talking about the inch things?
And they had the little people that you could stick on the little rims of the blocks.
Yeah.
We had a yellow bucket with a red top.
Yeah, and we had a couple buckets because I think
Is that
once they got older and like on clearance or something.
We had a pink box too.
Yep, pink.
Yeah.
It was
pink and
geared
yellow.
towards girls.
The pink one had a girl figure.
But I swore it was like Connect's brand,
figure.
but it was a different, line. And then I looked
It's not Playmobil either.
No.
They were called like, was it like Troy? Like I remember like they were like T. I thought it started with a T.
Yeah, I searched for a long time. At least you guys remember that they exist.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
I'm looking it up too.
Oh my god!
Did you find it?
I found it.
What's it called?
It's called Trio.
I told you it started with a T. I was so close when I said Troy.
I had to look up girls pink building toy discontinued. Oh, it's on eBay. That's the exact set we had too.
And it is Fisher Price.
It is.
Yo!
I'm a goat.
Nice. Dude, you totally got that from me saying they were called like Troy.
No, because I didn't look up Troy. I looked up girls pink because there can't be many girls old building toys, right? Besides Legos. So then I put discontinued. Because
yeah, and then these came with like trees and my gosh, we also played with these with our little dolls.
We had 2 sets of those, and those were great.
They were really cool.
But sometimes if you snap the wrong ones together, they were really hard to get apart. Just like Legos. But yeah, those were a lot of fun. I'm glad that we solved that mystery.
Nice one, Danny.
I solved it. Anyways. They're on eBay if you want them.
Let's pour one out for my best friend, Tubes and Marbles.
Tubes and Marbles. I love Tubes and Marbles.
Danny, do you remember Tubes and Marbles?
I do.
Nice. Sometimes you get the little flippy flu.
Mm-hmm. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there's a very iconic building toy that I don't think you guys ever had.
What? A toy that you never got for us?
Have you heard of Tinker Toys?
Yeah, we had Tinker Toys.
Did you?
Not a whole lot. We had some. Well, I don't know if we had any, but I remember like the daycare we went to had some.
I want to think that they probably got outlawed for a while because they were probably pointy and choking hazards or pokey hazards or something.
Yeah, figures.
Like I made legit weapons with them growing up. Because all you need is a couple Tinker Toys and some large rubber bands, and you can make a crossbow, bow and arrow.
Oh my god!
Like you could do some damage. But they were really, really cool. I think they went from wooden to plastic for a while.
Yeah.
And then probably back to wood, but they were a neat design, a neat concept, like spokes and hubs, and you can make a lot of cool stuff with them. But
yeah, you could make like a spinning thing.
Yeah, lots of spinning things. What else? What other building toys are on our list?
I have a few nanoblock sets right now, but those are just tinier less structurally sound Lego blocks.
Have you girls ever heard of erector sets?
No.
So this is an old thing, started way back the beginning of 1900s, but
I see it on my Wikipedia page.
I think my dad had them growing up, and then I had a set growing up. And basically they're like miniature steel girders.
Oh my god.
That you screw together with like screws and nuts.
Wow.
Which are most definitely choking hazards.
Yeah, but choking didn't exist in the 1930s and 40s.
Yeah, thank goodness. But they were like real metal, and you would build things, buildings or whatever. And the set that I had came with a electric motor. So you could actually have like pulleys and string, and I think one of the things you could build was like a crane. So you'd build the crane out of the erector set, and then you'd have this motor down at the bottom and a string, and you could actually, at the end of the string was a hook, so you can make the hook go up and down like a crane, and then you can make an elevator. So it was really cool. Like, that would be the set that structural engineers would grow up loving, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of fun. I think they still make them for nostalgia reasons.
I remember I also had this one toy that I don't think I had many sets of, but it was like little plastic sticks, almost like toothpick thin, and then little plastic balls that you stick the sticks in, and then you like turn them into like girls, and like you could like stab little hair pieces into them and stuff like that. Do you remember those?
I don't.
That sounds bizarre.
Oh. They were like spheres, but they had like slots in them that you could like slot things into, and it was like geared towards making like a building toy for girls. Like I think you can make more than just like the little characters, but I remember making a lot of the little characters. I don't remember what those are called. Danny will have to use her magic Google searching skills and find those for me.
eBay searching skills, yeah.
It didn't even come up on eBay. I just looked on Google.
Did you search for sticks to stab girls with?
I'm gonna stay away from that Google search.
Cool. Anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't
Trio
think so either.
Unlocked a big memory for me.
That was huge. Huge.
Cool. Well, I'm sure there's others that we haven't remembered, but we're going to go ahead and cut this episode off, and if we have to have a round 2, we can have a round 2 later. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Lots of good memories, building stuff.
Watching you build stuff for us.
Yes, and then playing with what you built, because I couldn't build anything.
Don't sell yourself
Maybe that's
short.
why they don't make building toys for girls.
I have a question. Did you ever get get mad that like toys were gendered?
Me?
No, Dad. Like, did you like when you were shopping for toys with us, did you mind the fact that there were like 2 sections? I mean, still are, but like not as much as it used to. Like, did you care, or were you just shopping both?
Are you assuming I didn't want to buy girly toys?
No, because like I don't even know.
Like there's the boy section, and then there's the girl section, and there's like the Lego section in the middle to help.
No, because I'm thinking
bring all kids together.
The trio one, like we had the boy set and the girl set.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, if you care.
I wonder if they were in different parts of the store also.
Because Toys R Us, they had like the girl side and the boy side.
Well, I was gonna see the whole store no matter what, so
That's true.
I didn't mind. When you're young, a lot of the toys are like Universal, like Fisher Price, that kind of stuff. And then when you got older, then you would have your
likes and your dislikes.
Yeah, there was stuff geared towards girls, and there was stuff geared towards boys, and whatever you guys were into, we would explore that with you. But there may have been some gender neutral stuff that I introduced you to try to, have something interesting for the adults also.
Sounds good.
Like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse toys. You had a lot of those.
Oh, we had so many of those.
That's about as gender neutral as you can get.
We had a lot of Hot Wheels.
Not so gender neutral.
Right? And there still aren't maybe this is a good thing, but there aren't girly Hot Wheels. But do there need to be girly Hot Wheels for girls to play with Hot Wheels? No. Would I like to see some girly Hot Wheels? Yeah. I want some cute pink cars. But I got a Diva car. Diva from Overwatch. It's about as girly as it gets, I guess.
We'll have to explore the history of gender-specific toys on an episode.
Sure.
True.
There's some fascinating history with Hasbro and...
Oh yeah, Gay Ken.
No.
What?
That's Mattel.
Magic Earring Ken? Oh.
No, but the Barbie coming out and that being a doll for girls, but then they made action figures. So they made He-Man to counteract the Barbies. And of course, G.I. Joe and all that stuff.
Okay, but why are there... Maybe we'll save this for another episode, and I'll just give you this question to think about. But why were there so many, comic books and TV shows for G.I. Joe and other boy toys, but not a lot of Barbie stuff until later on? Sure, there was a Care Bear show, but so there's your thought question, and then you can answer that next time.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So we'll wrap this episode up with that awesome question from Amber.
Yeah. Give us your thoughts.
So that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you for listening. Let us know what your favorite building toys were. You can email at us, podcast@familygeekery.com, and let us know what you grew up with, what you built, and if it was gender specific to you. Because that's where this episode has led.
Back to Legos. There's a new app. It's quick. There's a new app that if you have a big garage sale Lego bucket and you scan it with the app,
it'll tell you what you can build.
It'll tell you where the pieces are from and what sets. Anyways, peace out, geek out.
So with that, thank you for listening. Be sure to check us out on our socials. And until next time, peace out, and geek out. Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.